Hey everyone, welcome to H Cooper Crafty Bug and Crafty Bug's Homecoming Mum Beehive. So today I've been playing around with stickers on the Cricut. I have done some print to cut. I've done some print to cut cutouts. And I've played around with stickers, and every time I do, I mess up because I forget some steps because I don't use the function enough. But here's the sticker paper I have. It's just like a matte finish. It's not a glossy or anything. I think it's removable, but it works pretty good. Make some cute little stickers. Anyway, get down somewhere. It took like 6 or 7 sheets before I got it correctly. Like one time, it was just because the paper size, it keeps wanting to put the paper size as something different than what it is. So not everything printed on there. And you have to flatten the design. I always forget to flatten the design. Anyway, and most of them I have to offset first and then flatten the design if it's an image I bring in. And then I will offset it in white as I have on this little heart here, this little sticker that I designed. Hopefully they'll turn out cute. I just thought some little stickers with my dogs. So design those really quickly on Canva. But I offset it in white. I'm going to show you how I did that. I wanted to see if it would work. First, I have not tried to print any stickers yet. But, and then you put it into the Cricut. So I'm going to try, after I've spent the last 2 hours playing around with this, just to make some stickers. I don't need them. It's one of those things I've been wanting to do. Here's one of the fails, but they still work. I didn't want them cut out like this, where they're hollow. It's not, well, that one's not coming off very well. There we go. See how it's hollow, and they didn't cut perfect. That's another reason why you offset. You see, I forgot because it's been months since I've done this. If you offset, then you give it more space to cut around. And it's not as likely to cut part of the image off. This is the one where I said the paper size was not correct. So see how it looks up here? It's supposed to look like that down here, and it didn't. But I finally got them cut. And I actually wanted to do some like butterfly stickers, and then I thought, what about some dog stickers? So anyway, and then I've got stickers all over the back of my laptop, and I wanted some mumbly stickers, so I was trying to cut those out. Anyway, I'm going to show y'all what I did. So let me switch over to a bigger view here. And I have, right now I'm using an Epson E2 2720, but I actually just purchased a ET 2400 because it was on clearance, and I've been having some issues with my 2720. I just want to use up a bunch of that ink and not waste it. But I have to plug it into my computer. My computer can't find it anymore, and I've had multiple issues. So I am using that right now. Let me get back into Cricut. Okay. So what I did was I uploaded, see it's already right here, upload image, browse, downloads, and it was saved as thank you. I was going to make it like a thank you sticker, and then I changed my mind. And I saved it with a transparent background. Now the Canva that I'm using is the Pro, so if you have the free Canva, you can't save with a transparent background, unfortunately. I want the flat graphic. Upload. And see how big it comes through. How big I made that one, like 2.5. Okay, so see, you can't flatten right now. And if you try to do print to cut, it tries to cut out like all the little things. So that's one of the reasons why you have to flatten. Well, that's the reason why you have to flatten it. But I offset it. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at the bigger offset. That one only did 0.2. But I want to change that to white. And now I'm going to flatten the design. And now I can make it smaller. I don't want it ginormous. Let's make some different size. And I'm going to save that. And I don't know how many will fit on there. I think that's like 10. Let's try that. I'll always save, 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 save. And I didn't get me any water. I need some water since I'm talking. Okay, we're gonna make this. I already have my Maker 3. Hate this thing. See how it does that? You cannot tell me it can't print all of those. Like it couldn't put a smaller one like here. Okay, I'm gonna cancel. I'm gonna get rid of one of each. See if that'll all go on one sheet. I don't want more than one sheet, and I don't want to mess with that. That was another thing that messed me up. Was you know how I like to move stuff around on my own? Why is it doing? So what's happening is, like one time it lost connection with the Cricut, and I had moved all this stuff around where I wanted it, so I had to completely get out of Cricut and start over. So that means that, and I had already printed the sheet. So I'd already printed it, and it was not going to come back through. There was no way Cricut was going to be able to cut it because I had moved these around. It's only like if I lost connection during this and did it over again, these should come back through that the same way. So that's, if I'm doing cutouts, then I'll go through here and I'll move them like this, and then I'll put this like here or wherever I think it'll work. But with the print to cut, I am not taking any chances. Okay, I'm gonna delete that one, and I'm gonna make. Let's see if we make 2 more of those. I'm just gonna play around and see how many will come up on the same sheet. Still doing it. Okay. I don't want to move anything around. That's what I'm saying. I want to leave it exactly where it is, because if I have that issue again, for some reason, if I have to cancel, not on this page, but when I go to the next page and I have to cancel the design, for whatever reason, I think it was like one time I realized I hadn't flattened the design, so I wanted to go back, and it would not connect after that. And so I had to get out of everything, and I had already printed something. Yeah, I'd already printed, so I was on the section where it needs to cut, and so it was just like one thing after another. Now that I have it down, I just want to continue. All right, so we are going to continue. Oh, this was another thing, and I already talked about this. See the material size? For some reason, it wants the material to be 8.3 by 11.7. These sheets, so make sure what size you are printing on, are 8.5 by 11. Now, some of that smaller glitter cardstock, the printable cardstock, it may be the 8.3. I can't remember. But you got to have the right material size. What I'm trying to say. So here I'm talking and getting distracted too. Okay, so let's try this. I'm tempted to move these over and stuff, but if anything happens, it's not going to match up. So I'm going to leave it alone. Let's see if it'll connect. That's one issue I have with Design Space or my machine. I don't know what it is. The Bluetooth, I don't know what it is, but it'll lose connection. And it's always like when I get around to this section. Okay, so we're going to send it to the printer and see how it's telling you those. It has to have those sensors on there. And those have arrows, so those go at the top. You always want to put those at the top of your mat. Okay, it knows which printer. I have done the bleed before, and I did not like that. It just like smudges the ink. It messed up my design. Now, I like to use System Dialog because then I can make the, I can make it print a better quality. But when you do that, I'll show you what you have to do. Go to print and see, it's just going to sit here and spin. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Let's see. Let me stop sharing and see if I can. Is that it? Okay. So the print queue, or whatever you want to call it, the little pop-up when you print something, it is behind Cricut. So that's why I lowered the Cricut window, because the print one was going to be behind it. And see, Let me get back there. Now I can't find it. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna choose photo matte paper because that's the closest, and you see it automatically makes it the best quality. I hope you all can see that. Now I'm gonna push print, and sorry, I'm dealing with all these windows. Okay, it is your printer is gonna tell you that paper does not match, or mine does, and it warns you on Cricut. And I have to say okay and okay every time before it'll print. Now let me share again, and this time share Cricut. Now while that's printing, then you'll pick, afterwards you'll pick the material you're printing on. Well, I can go ahead and do that. I have to browse it. I put in sticker, and I've just been using this sticker paper removable. Goes seems to be doing well. It cut it well, and this is the sheet that finally worked. You can see where I took that one off. I put it on my laptop, and that one worked. I put it on my laptop too, and also I think I want to put one on my little grade cheat sheet folder. I may put one on my Cricut. I don't know. That one's Lily. It's got Lily stickers. Maybe on the inside of my Cricut. You know, I've got my channel sticker on the outside, but maybe on the inside, like the little lip that comes up. Maybe I'll do a Lily sticker there. Like I said, I've done print to cut or cutouts, and you know, trying to figure that out was not fun. And I'll do like one or two a season because it'll be some complex like logo or something that has a lot of writing and designs. So I'll either do it on printable cardstock, white cardstock, which isn't going to be as vivid, so beware of that, but it will be glittery and sparkly. Or I do it on glossy photo paper. So that's going to be very vivid, and you definitely want to make sure that you change the quality and pick the glossy photo paper because it'll print out really, really good, and then it'll be super vivid. I've done some logos with that, but they won't be glittery, if you use the photo paper. So it's like one or the other. I don't know any other materials you could use. If you have some ideas, please let me know. But I always struggle because I don't do that many print to cut things. I always struggle with trying to figure it out. And I forgot to show y'all, if you have Cricut Access, they actually have a sticker maker option. I have not done it because I haven't had Cricut Access in a long time. I haven't needed it. There's a few things here and there, but I didn't want to get it just to play around with the sticker maker. Cameo or Silhouette Studio, I'm trying to think. They have print to cut too, but I have not messed around with that at all. I need to learn that and get it figured out too. It may be easier, maybe harder, I don't know. But I definitely need to figure it out. Okay. And I printed it. It is one of those days. I printed it on regular paper. Oh, look how cute they are. Oh. It has just been one of those days. Like everything's going wrong. Actually, yesterday was one of those days too. Okay, I have to peel up a corner because I can never figure out which side is the actual side that needs to be printed on. This is the side. It seems like the backing on mine is like a very vivid white. Let's see if we can get it to print again. This is the issue I'm talking about. Like when I cancel from here, a lot of times it does not want to do it again. Okay, we're just going to start over. Send to printer. Next. Use system dialog. Take the bleed off. Print. I'm trying to find the little pop-up. Photo matte paper. Print. And then I'll coach that again. Oh, it clicked? It's clicked. And okay, okay. Oh, goodness. I hope it's a little bit better quality because poor Kit Kat looks, it's hard to, she's just like a blur almost. But when I designed it, she was really bright and vivid. I had, messed with the settings to get her the clarity and everything on her, which I'm not expecting a whole lot from stickers, but I want to be able to see my babies. It's going to take a while too. That, got my mat. I still have not stickied my regular size mats. I've got to do all of them, and they're all over here. I'm still using the 12 by 20. Well, I've got you guys on here when I don't really, but I will. I ordered, I had ordered several more cardstock from Amazon. I'd gotten some in last week or the week before, and then I got some more in this week. These are the 12 by 12 sheets. I took a chance and ordered, I think it's either a 10 or a 15 pack of blue. I don't remember what the name of the blue was. Of course, it doesn't say on the packaging, but it is in my Amazon store. And then another multi-pack. Well, this blue turns out to be navy, and I was super excited. I did some shorts today out in the sunlight, and I showed it up with the Hobby Lobby navy. And then in their multi-pack, it did not come with this dark navy, but it did come up with some good colors, and it has a good royal blue. And so I showed it with the royal blue so you can see how dark it is. And then I showed it with, like I said, with the Hobby Lobby navy. And it's much darker than the Hobby Lobby navy. But I went into my Amazon store to make sure I put it in there. I think it's under crafting supplies and maybe homecoming supplies too. One or both of those. I think I tried to put them at both. But when I clicked on the link, this one was not an option anymore. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're just sold out of that one or if they're not offering it anymore. I hate to do that to y'all. It was not on purpose. I'm going to cry if I run out and they don't have any more. Like I said, I just took a chance, because you can't really tell, especially on Amazon, when you're looking at the colors, you can't really tell for sure what the colors look like in real life. And I just took a chance because I was like, it's going to at least be royal. Probably it's got to be royal. And so I can use that. But I'm excited when I got this dark blue. Hopefully it will come back. And, usually when it's just sold out, you'll see that it's not available. But that color wasn't even on there anymore. Oh, that's much better. Look at my baby. All three of them. Okay, so I'm putting this in the corner of my mat and making sure, oh, here's the little arrow I was talking about. See how that arrow's up? You need to make sure that's at the top of your mat. The end that you're going to put into the machine. I'm going to roll it. I don't have room to put y'all down here. Okay, go back to Cricut. Let me enlarge that. Oh, let me show you. So this is what I'm talking about. That's what it looks like on the mat. All right. Put this bad boy in here. Kit Kat, I was just talking about you. I was just talking about you. Yes, I was. All right, we got. Where you going? Where you going? Say hi. Say hi, everybody. You're so sweet. So sweet. Yep. There's Pepper. Come here, Pepper. Do you want your turn? There's Lulu. Come on. Kit Kat's like, I'll come again. Yes, y'all are so sweet. So sweet. Yes. Show you what my machine is doing. Should be cutting around the hearts. And I'm just asking myself, did I flatten those designs? It appears I did. Now, usually it's not going to cut perfect around the design. So I want to warn you of that. That's another, like I said, when you offset it, it's going to cut that around that offset, but it's not going to be exact. So be aware of that, like when you're doing cutouts and stuff. It's not going to be perfect. Sometimes you have to run some kind of alignment. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've done it, but I've had to do it a couple of times because it was cutting so far off on practical. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So excited. Didn't take 7 times. Only 2. I gotta look at the package. I gotta see how big of a space I have for my dogs. I think I want a bigger one. No, these aren't super sticky. I think these are removable. Well, look at them. I'm so excited. All right, I'm putting you down again. Not putting you down, but putting you down. Oh, yeah, that's a perfect spot for my babies. Perfect. Now I'm thinking about bringing all this stuff for mom camp. Yeah, I have this sticker way over here. And Connie keeps telling me I can't do any more stickers, but I think I can do my babies. I think I can do them right there. And she's not here to tell me, no, that looks bad. I was trying to do stickers over here, but it didn't look good. I have to agree with her. It didn't look good. But my babies have to be on here. Oh, yeah. Look at them. You can't really see it from here, but you can. They're my babies. But I may make some smaller ones even and try to get a bunch of them on there. And when I box orders, I like to put like a thank you sticker. And I thought about making this into a thank you sticker, but I just want my baby's heads. So these may go on some packages. That's it. That's print to cut stickers. If you guys have used the sticker maker or you have access and you've done that, let me know if it's any easier, if it's hard, difficult, whatever. I would love to know if it's worth it if you want to do stickers. I'd also like to try some like glossy, the more protected ones, but just playing around, making some cute stickers or my I need to do done for my Etsy shop. Let's see, let's see if we can design some. Maybe like because they had several free butterflies. Like I said, I was thinking about doing a butterfly. I got the butterfly with the H. Cooper Crafty bug, so I didn't think about trying to do that design, my H. Cooper Crafty bug. I don't know why. Maybe I should try that. Let's see. Pretty sure I have it saved. Black graphic. Can you upload? And see, it's warning me that it's too big. Like, duh, I know that already. Let's do 2 by 2. That's perfect. See, it won't let me flatten. It's not going to cut perfectly around there anyway. Somebody just goofed me. Kit Kat. So I do want to offset it. Let me make that bigger first. Okay. So let's do, and I want If you didn't know, you can change the corner so you can make it where it's more rounded or like that. I want that. Apply. And I want white because I'm printing it on white and it's going to be less noticeable if it doesn't cut correctly. If I had that like purple or something and it cuts off, it's going to look weird. But you know what? Let's try 2 offsets and make it cute. And let's do like a purple, a light purple. That looks pretty close to my design. Actually, I want to make that bigger. That's going to be the white. It really doesn't matter how big it is, how small it is. I mean, I want it on the bigger side, so because it's going to try to cut on the edge of that white, so I want to give it more space. That's what I'm trying to say, and I'm not saying it very well. Sorry. Okay, now I'm going to make that smaller again because I don't want these very big. Let's go 2.2. And we'll just name it H. Cooper Crafty Bug Stickers. Works for me. All right, I don't know how many I can do. I don't know how many that is. Just going to play around and getting the sticker paper out while I think about it. Like I said, if there's one side, I believe this is the back side, but I'm going to check. Yep, I had it right. Oh, and I forgot to flatten. Flatten. See, I always forget something, y'all. And I want to just delete these because I'll have to flatten each single freaking one of them. Okay. Save it again. See, I just don't do this enough. And I don't know, I can't get the flatten in my head for some reason. It's so close. And look at that. There is no reason why it shouldn't fit over there. They are so wasteful. You know what? I'm going to try like 3 more. Hopefully I don't mess it up. 1, 2, 3. I know it's not going to put it on the same mat, but I'm not going to move these around at all. I'm just going to try to add these. Didn't I just add 3 more? Or should I just added 2 more? That's right. Okay. Okay, I see why. Okay, I get it. There is not enough space. So we're going to delete those. I mean, there might be, but you have to be careful too if you get too close to the edge. Too close to where these lines are, it's going to cut off the image. It's not going to print the image past those. That was another one of those that screwed up. Okay, so we're not going to do anything to this at all. And we're going to go continue, send to printer. Next, taking off the bleed, using the system dialog, which I really don't care if these are like super good quality or anything, but let's go ahead and print them a good quality right now. Like I said, I just want to add these, you know, I send off these ribbon lays and I've been making cutouts, so packages of small boxes, so I like to put a sticker either on the outside of the package or inside the box. And I got to remember the pop-up is behind it. And change the photo matte paper and print. And okay. See, I feel like if I do it enough times in a row that I'll finally have it in my head and I'll remember to do all those steps without having to think about it. But you gotta do more than 1 or 2. And I would still like to do some thank you stickers. So maybe I can get it down and we'll do one more thing. I don't know which channel I'm going to put this on. I'm working on an hour-long video. I got to do voiceover, finish voiceovering. And then I still have a double mum from last year that's over an hour long too that I was working on editing during homecoming season, and I never got to finish it because it was just so much. And I'm gonna have to like rewatch the whole thing before I can and see if there's any more editing that needs to be done to it, and then voiceover it because it's been so long since I made it. I have no clue what I did with that or what editing I did with it. But that will be coming at some time. I got to change the paper size. Just realized. Oh my gosh. Dang it. See, there's always something. 8.3 by 11.7. It's not going to print out. It's not going to print out at the bottom, I don't think. Oh my gosh. That is so annoying. It's just too many steps for me to remember all this stuff. If I was doing these all the time, though, it would be second nature, I'm sure. Now, those are square. I can easily go in with one of these and cut those out myself. Those won't be a total loss. Let's let it finish and see how it turns out. But from the last one I did, it did not print out those bottom black lines. You know, on the next one, I think I'll just print it out regular, like without changing it to photo paper and see what the quality looks like. Oh, it did. It did the lines. I guess I didn't have as many images on it or something because they were different. Man, those are really vivid, though. Look at that. How good that looks. And I haven't even picked sticker paper yet. I wish I could bookmark it, but I have so much stuff bookmarked. Okay, no, you can't see it. When it's scanning, it's like there's a light on right there. There, you can see it. See it scanning those lines, and I guess the images too, so it can figure out where to cut. I wish I could open another Cricut window and start designing something else while this one's cutting out because I cannot stand waiting. So sweet. Yes, you are. So sweet, baby. You don't want to say hi? Look, you're a big girl. You can get up there too. Oh, those are awesome. Look at that. Look how well that cut. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but oh, I'm so happy. Those are really pretty. I love that. That purple was the perfect purple to pick. Oh, just the other day too on my printer, my old printer. I had to do like the print head or nozzle checks and all that. I had to run it like 3 or 4 times because all of a sudden it was only printing, was it yellows? It was only printing like blacks and yellows. And then I ran it and it started doing a little bit of blue and I had to run it again. Then it was doing a little bit of red. It was like I just kept having to run it. Let's do one more. See, I'm addicted now. Now there's a song in my head. Okay. Let's make that bigger. We are done. We saved that. Let's do something new. All right, let's see what they've got. Images. butterfly. Let's do free. See, those are cute. Those are cute. I just want one butterfly. I saw that one. I thought that one was okay. You know, it's not going to have any like really grandiose ones in the freebies, which of course I can download something or upload something from Creative Fabrica. Let's do that right now. Let's stop sharing that for a second. Let me open up Creative Fabrica because I get asked about doing those videos to make sure that I'm logged. No, I have some fake accounts for some reason. Like, I have to be careful because sometimes when I try to log in, it logs me in under somebody else when I'm on Safari. So I have to do it. I had to switch to Chrome. I have to get in on Chrome. I haven't had any issues on Chrome, but like I had the worst time like getting in Creative Fabrica as myself. That's the craziest thing. Okay, let me share the screen. Maybe. Why isn't it giving me? Oh, Chrome tab right there. Graphics right there. Okay. Yep, that's what I want. All right, switch over here. So let's search butterfly. Don't want a ton of butterflies. Like I don't want one of these with a whole bunch. I mean, look how pretty that is. I just want one butterfly. You could do a cutout with that one. Ooh, that's pretty too. So doing print to cut, I don't have to worry about doing, getting certain ones that will be easy to cut. You could make a cutout with that one if you wanted to cut out. Well, look at all these. Oh, I like the Christian one too with the cross. Ah, there's so many. Oh my gosh, look at the Highland cow. Oh my goodness. Not for me, but for TJ, I need to add that to my favorite. There we go. So I can find it again. Oh, I like that. What will make a good sticker? I want a pretty one. There's that Highland cow again. See, it wants me to download it. I don't want anything ginormous. That's why I was like, I just want a single butterfly. I don't want anything too crazy. And then there's all these with all these different butterflies. Ugh. The swirls are neat. You could do just a plain butterfly. Goodness, too many options. Sunflower. Let's go back up to the top. Trying to think, with the hearts, would that look good? With a thank you with it. Oh, there's the glass cups. I really got to work on that stuff too, figuring that stuff out. Sublimating on glass cups. But I tried doing cleaning on my sublimation printer too. Now it's only printing red. When was it like a year ago? It was only printing blue and green. I think I'll do this Christian one. See how it turns out. Download it. Christian butterfly is what it's called. Okay. Get out of that. Now we're going to go back to Cricut and I need to share that screen. I can only share one screen at a time. Okay. All right. Here we go. Now get out of that. Get out of images. Upload. Upload. Browse. Downloads. This should be really close. There it is. All right, I don't know if a PNG or SVG is best. I'm not good at this kind of stuff. Let's try the SVG. And let's try, that's really big. I don't want one that big, but that was just a starting point. Actually, let's start out big because just designing it. That's gonna look weird with thank you with it because all that writing. I didn't think about that. Dadgummit. I mean, I like that. I would like to make some stickers just from that. I'm gonna go back in, try this again. Oh, a little butterfly. And I'm getting completely different. Oh, these are stickers. These actually say stickers. Why is it July? That says sublimation. Single sticker clip art. Let's see what it looks like. It's a PNG. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, go to upload again. And it was right at the top. There it is. And it's already outlined. I don't know how that's going to look. Ooh, it's ginormous, isn't it? You see how it's already outlined a little bit? I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe I need to make it bigger for you. See how it's already outlined for a sticker. I don't even know if you have to really do that. But when I go to print it, is it going to try and cut these things? So I think I'll offset it again just to be safe. Now let's see if we can actually do like a thank you. A pretty thank you. I want my bookmarked ones. Hate that. Yeah, I can see it. Hate this thing. That's pretty, but why is it putting them so far apart? But you know what? I think I want to decide where I want to have each one. I didn't think they would look good right next to each other, but I think they do. On a simple thank you sticker, that's pretty. I'm going to put that right on the line so I can tell better where I need to put this. Because the butterfly is sideways. Hard to tell where it's centered or not. Okay. I really want to make that a little bit thicker too. I don't guess it matters. It's printing out, but I want it a little bit chunkier so it's easier to read. Let's offset that just a little bit. See what that looks like. Don't hate that. I didn't mean to do that. My printer's already given up on me. It's like, you're done with me, so we're done. Can make it, oops, taller. It's too far over. I don't like that, but I don't want it way down here either. Let's try moving the butterfly. That's better. This isn't going to be perfect, y'all. Actually, when I go to offset, it's going to be weird, isn't it? Yeah, I just thought about that. This may not be a great idea. Maybe I should have looked for a thank you butterfly instead of thinking I could do this myself. All right, I'm going to group it together. Let's try offsetting it, see what it does. Oh, that's too much, isn't it? Okay, that'll work. Did I want it in black though? I don't know. Ungroup it. I wasn't even thinking. See, I could do it in purple, blue. They don't have a good pink on here, which you can adjust. I know. Hot pink. I think I like the purple better. Okay. That I'm going to delete for now. Flatten it. Don't forget to flatten it. Well, I'm glad I made that thicker because it doesn't look thick at all now. All right, so I'm thinking 2.5, maybe. That works. Okay. Let's try 6 and see what that does. Did I put one of those? Yeah, didn't I think I could do 2 more. What do y'all think? Save it again. Hey, it worked. Okay. These are going to be pretty if it works out. Send to printer. All right. I'm not going to do the bleed this time. I'm seriously second guessing myself here. Yeah. Uh-huh. So I'm not going to use the system dialog. I don't know what I just said. I'm not going to use the system dialog. This time I'm going to show you the difference. Like, it's going to have, it might have some lines through it because the print quality is not going to be as good. I just want you to see the difference. And these will be fine to stick on the outside of the packages and stuff. I might look at getting some, better sticker paper, the glossy that you don't have to worry about running, and maybe selling stickers too. They have it printed very quickly. Let me make my picture bigger. And they still look good, but see, you can see the lines. See the lines. But we can do it again, and through the thank you can see the line. So whatever you're doing the stickers for, if you're like trying to make really good stickers, you're going to want to do that system dialog. All right. Stickers again. What? Now sticker. Let's see, waterproof, there's all kinds of like printable waterproof stickers, so that's what you're going to probably want. Or there's clear, no liner printing, gray liner printing, green, I don't know what that. All right, let's see how these cut. Love my doggies right there. That makes me happy. I always forget that I gotta press go on the machine. Those turned out really good. Look at that. I'm excited. Always find stickers. Like I got a whole butterfly. I've done dogs and cats and put in there. Just want some cute stickers. I'm excited. Excited. Done with that. Okay, I can try it again. Let's make it again. Did I? I'm gonna keep questioning myself. Yes, put it in there. I don't trust myself at this point, and I keep doing the wrong paper size. But it's been printing out okay. Obviously it cut those out fine. So I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna mess with it. But I am gonna do the better print this time. You guys need the bigger view. Okay. Next. Use system dialog. Where are you? There you are. And the matte paper, photo matte paper. It's going to take a lot longer to print. It doesn't recognize any of the photo papers, even though I selected on the computer, it always says it doesn't have the right paper loaded. It's going to take longer for that one. But again, and I'm sure I got this off of Amazon. Please choose the best print mode and photo paper print. So I am doing the right one. Do not select file printing mode and regular printing mode. You will get brightly colored sticker paper. So good thing I was doing that. And it says inkjet printers, and I've got the Eco Tank, so I don't know what the difference is, but it's doing just fine. It says tear resistant cutting machine, if that helps. And I was talking about photo paper earlier. This is the photo paper I use. So it's Epson. It's the same brand. And it's premium glossy. 50 sheets. So when I have to do like the print to cut cutouts and I want to do it on glossy paper, this is what I use. And I also print out photos, like family photos and stuff on those. I'm going to put them side by side so you guys can see them side by side. The thank you is much darker purple. The whole thing, like this looks pastel to me. This one is much more vivid. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look how pretty those are. Okay. Side by side. Look at the difference. That's a huge difference. Huge difference. Get these stickers printed out. What I like about these kind of videos, they don't take as much editing. I don't have to do voiceovers, thankfully. I just have to edit some, I'll edit some of these blank spaces out. So you won't see them. You won't know what I'm talking about. No, I'm sure there'll be some in there. Even if there's a light when it's scanning. It's pretty loud when it's doing that too. Can't wait to use those stickers. I've been like on the boxes, like when I do the cutouts and lays, I ship those in a box. Um, Put it in a like a little cello bag that has, the adhesive on it. And I've been putting on the lid, on the inside of the lid, I've been putting like a thank you sticker or maybe even a butterfly sticker. So when I open it up, it's pretty on the inside. So those would be really cute to put on the inside of the box. I mean, even on the outside of the packaging too. But sometimes stuff like that will get messed up on, during shipping. So when they open the box, I mean, you could even put it on the outside of the box. Maybe that would be pretty. Because I put it in a poly mailer. I'm sorry, I didn't say that. Put it in a box, poly mailer on top of that, because then you just have to size the poly mailer. It is a little bit cheaper. And so when you take the box out of the poly mailer, you can have something pretty on the box or on the inside of the box. Just make it a little special. The stickers are definitely one way you can do that. I used to be cutting well. I talked about the Mocha pack that has different colors. Let me show you. I did film, I'm planning on putting up a little short bit. You guys may not have seen that, or you may not remember it by the time you watch this video. Who knows? But this is the colors that came with it. And I'm loving that pink. I wish they had just that pink because it's like a baby pink. True baby pink or light pink. A lot of the light pinks that I buy are like medium pink. And that one definitely much lighter. And that green, that will be great for tennis balls. Well, all those colors will be great. This one's the only one I'm like, yellow, lighter yellow. You could use it for a softball, but it's really not like rich enough. But I mean, if that's all you have, y'all tell me. Is there something else you could use that for? I'm blanking. Of course, you could use it on other things besides mums, or if you're doing like a sunflower theme or something like something that uses yellow. You can see a little bit like that natural offset that was on it already on it. It does not take away from the design at all. Very pretty. And that just adds a little extra special touch. I'm going to shut that thing down and close it up. Stop sharing. Let's see. Actually, I need to do done first. Make sure I saved it. I did. I'm going to get out of Cricut Design Space because I am done. I am finished for tonight. Thank y'all so much for watching. Wow, I went over an hour, so this is going to be a long video. But like I said, I won't have to do much editing and all of it. Thank y'all so much for being here. Please do all those YouTube things. Subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Even if you just comment an emoji, that really helps my channel. And it just takes a couple of seconds of your time. So I'd really, really appreciate it if you do that. I hope y'all are doing wonderful. I appreciate y'all so much. Please do all those YouTube things. Have a blessed day. Happy mom making. Happy crafting. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. And have a wonderful evening or day or whatever time it is you're watching. Thank you.